The Boston Uprising and the Atlanta Reign were both hoping their new look roster would pay off when they stepped onto the stage today. And the Reign were entering this game with their new talent, Baby Bay and Fried, in the lineup. And they show no signs of slowing down from last stage. They look like a team on a playoff mission at Lijiang Tower.
Yep, they certainly started well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Baby Bay was in there playing fantastically. They were well coordinated. They had some set strategies. They looked like they were playing well. But I think as this series went on, their mental cracked. They mentally broke halfway through this series. And you'll see they continued on Anubis. They were playing really well. They played this Junkrat with the Widowmaker composition. It works really well for them. It was all going fine.
This comes back to a similar issue that this team has, and it's that they are an emotional team. And that can work in your favor a lot of the times, but also when things start going rough, and you have one small slip-up like we saw on the third map on Eichenwald.
We'll get to it eventually.
We will get to it. and it just crumbles. And this is a real issue with actually some teams in the league as well. A lot of players as well. A lot of pressure when you're up there on the stage. And sometimes it can just sort of, come all crashing down before your eyes. And we're going to get to that point, It's going to be probably the final clip in this here. But it was really Eichenwald where it got turned around for Boston Uprising.
And they were so close. Honestly, Atlanta were millimeters away from being able to take this series 3-0. But RCK steps up and delivers a fantastic play towards the end of this. And that was one of the reasons that he was named player of the match at the end of this when Boston were able to come back. And he looks like a great addition to this roster.
He really does. I really think that he filled Node's shoes absolutely seamlessly. There was that wonderful play. Did he actually push the back off?
Yeah,
okay,
pushed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how good is that, honestly?
That's a big brain play right there.
Very
so,
big
yeah,
brain.
definitely deserved the player of the match. But we do have to take into account that on Atlanta Reign's side, Baby Bay is new within that roster. Fried, this was the first time he was on stage. And I honestly think this, considering all of that, that's not a bad performance. I think Atlanta Reign did look strong, considering that they are technically a fairly new roster, if you want.
Sure.
Right.
I think a lot of it was relatively messy, but what my question mark at the end of this is, when we saw Fried play early on in the series, he was playing a bunch of different heroes. But as it got later on, he was just basically playing the Diva. And at that point, why are you not attempting to sub Dako in instead, who is such a fantastic Diva player?
That's a good point.
At the end of the day, though, it came down to this map and he wasn't even fielded. It was triple DPS. And they ended up losing it. But I think they were tilted at that point, honestly.